Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Thank you for joining me today on a piece of history. Well, it's not the History Channel, but it is a piece of history. And why is it a piece of history? You already know this answer, because it's the last year of these cars in a convertible. And then you ask yourself, well, that's great news, but didn't they come out with a convertible later? Yes, they did. However, it doesn't look like this. This, my friends, is the Coke bottle. This was designed as the sexy piece of carism. Like, this is, look at this thing, man, with the exaggerated fenders and tapered waist and big hips. I mean, this is designed after something. I don't know what that something might be, but it is designed after something. And this one here, we just finished painting it. It does have all of the correct components in it, meaning, like, you know, matching numbers engine and those kinds of things. So what do we have? At that point there, I feel we have a collector car, and that is a difference between a Corvette convertible and a Corvette convertible collector edition, meaning, is it collectible? Should it go up in value? Is it a better thing? Yes, all of those things. All right, so we're going to spend a few minutes looking at this car, the authenticity of the things around it, and we are going to find a way to get this in your garage. All right, so the quality of paint, well, we just had it painted, so it should be really nice, right? What do I mean when I say that? So, like, I show this in the paint, and people all over the country will show me, and they'll stop by and go, hey, Tone, show the paint, show the paint. And it's because I do it. You know why? Because the video doesn't lie. Pictures we can make to look whatever you want them to be, but the video gets it done. It shows us what we really have. And this right here, when you can read the letters nice and crisp, not see what's in the paint, but actually read what's in the paint, then you have some quality paint, and that's what I want you to see right now, because that right there is some kind of special. Flame orange paint, it's a factory color, it's super cool. I remember growing up as a kid, seeing this kind of color car, and I was like, wow, that's a Corvette, and you could buy something like that? All right, so some of the design elements of these cars people don't recognize because they're great advances in them. So in these C3 vehicles here, where we would have had a wiper door previously that would have popped up and opened and let the wipers out, here they designed the hood differently, so the wipers go in and you remove that mechanical piece that potentially could have failed, right? Then in here we have what I consider a very authentic engine compartment. We're painted the correct colors in here. We have Ram air cleaner, right, which is giving us fresh air that comes in through here, in through there, right, and gives us what we need. All right. We also have still the smog pump system in place. Okay. You could theoretically, if you didn't want that on there, you could take that off, but it's on there because it's original and it makes the cars have more value. You open the hood and somebody says, wow, that looks very authentic. And that's, you know why? Because it is authentic. It has power disc brakes. It has power steering, right? It has a lot of the components in here, like ignition shielding and what have you, that still are in place exactly like they're supposed to be. That makes for, I don't know, I think those are different kind of cars, especially when you have the right air cleaner, ignition shielding, paint's done, and all of this. The detail stuff is there, and that's the difference between maybe a car like this and something else that's out there. One of the things I love about a Corvette that's different than any other car in the world is that if I remove this emblem, okay, if I remove that emblem, 99% of the world knows this is a Corvette still. And that's what I love about a Corvette. It looks different than any other car. When we were kids and these cars were new, like, I could never afford anything like that. The simple fact is, maybe you're at a place in your life right now where getting something like this fits. But the best part about the hobby is that we've been watching these continue to go up in value, right? And you say, well, Tone, how could you possibly predict the future that these are going to go up in value? I said, you're absolutely right. I cannot do that. But I can tell you this. This car was around $8,000 new, right? In between $8,000 and $12,000, depending on the models. It's no longer selling for $8,000 or $12,000. So clearly, it's been doing what it's supposed to do. And how fun is a hobby where you can drive something like this and watch it continue to go up in value and enjoy that too? Awesome. All right, so you're walking up to this car and you're going, wow, that's a great looking car. And you go, this is my car. Wow. Right? It's not that you forgot it's your car. It's the fact that it looks great when you're on the outside. However, you're not going to spend a lot of time out there. You're going to spend time in here. So let's check that out and see what we got. Do you hear that noise right there? That's an annoying noise, but to me, it's one of the best sounding noises you can get. Why? Because that says that the restoration done on this car, they even kept the key buzzer in. Most people never go through the efforts to make that thing work because it's too much work to make sure the wiring and the ignition lock and all that stuff works together from the console and shifter and steering column. Here, all of that's working just the way it's supposed to. And that is a good sign. Annoying, but a good sign. And sure enough, when you close the door, that goes out. It's got tilt wheel. Some of us are getting bigger along the way, right? Also has telescopic steering column. A lot of people don't know that that's there. Okay, this has automatic transmission. It has power windows. It has full gauges, like a 7,000 RPM Tach and 160 mile speedometer. This has an upgraded digital audio unit in here. It looks pretty stock. However, it has the ability to stream music, and all of the stations are digital. The interior, obviously, really nice. This is the upgraded version of that. Fresh floor mats. And I don't really care about any of that, because while the restoration is awesome, what I care about is this. As I'm sitting in the car and I'm rolling down the road, and it just has a sound, a feel that you just can't get out of a modern car today. And when you're rolling down there, it's just really, really nice. All right, so we're going to close up the video here. Steele came over here to support me, and thanks for that, Steele. He might have a comment or two for you. Anyway, I want to get back to collector car for a minute, because when we're talking about last year cars of a certain model, those are automatically collector cars. You look at a 69 Camaro, right? It's a collector car because the body changed a lot the next year. Here we have the last of this version in a convertible. We have matching numbers engine. We have original 70 coated flame orange paint. Like, we have so many things that make this authentic and original and collector style. This is why you want it. And then throw in the fact that it's a very modern car. Very modern car. You're telling, how can a 50-year-old plus car be modern? Well, the truth of the matter is, it has power steering. It has power four-wheel disc brakes. It has four-wheel fully independent suspension. It has power windows, right? It just has tilt wheel, telescopic, upgraded stereo, on and on and on. It just has all the things that you would want in a muscle car, right? Without having to drive a muscle car and be worn out in the first 15 minutes. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll find a way to get this Corvette convertible in your garage. And if you would, please hit the like button down below there. That helps us get the message out. Share it with your friends. They might like it as well. And subscribe to the channel. We're always putting out new content, and you'll see some new stuff come along all the time. I will see you on the test drive.